I don't give two shits that families are being separated if somebody's getting deported. I actually find it hilarious. It gives me a great deal of comfort. I have no sympathy that your child might grow up without a father because he got sent back to Mexico or whatever.
She was fired. Yep, she was fired by her job. They found out her racist remarks online against a group of people who have done absolutely nothing to her. Her employer found out about it and got rid of her.
Everything we've been saying about these people, it's true. They're heartless. They're racist. They think we're subhuman. Imagine everything you thought of them, we can now confirm.
She thought she could say whatever she wanted, but the internet never forgets. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So on our today's episode, we're looking into this video from casual racism to unemployed real quick. I mean, is this what you're all calling F around and find out season in full effect? This woman thought it was okay for her to come on social media and make racist remarks towards illegal migrants that are actually getting deported. She said she doesn't care if kids have to be separated from their fathers. She doesn't care if someone's husband has to be deported back to their country and they cannot be a family once again. She actually even went on ahead and said, decision that you have to make, it's a choice that you have to make. If you're getting deported back to your country, then you can just as well make a choice to go with your kids and not leave them in the United States of America for them to be fatherless, you know. But what she forgot is that this is also a choice that she made, and action have consequences. Who could have seen this coming? I want us to watch these videos together, guys. So this woman, after making these racist remarks on her social media, she got fired from her work like very fast. I mean, I'm also surprised. I want us to watch the videos together. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credit belongs to the original creators of this video. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Gracey D. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Give this video a like. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. And also remember, don't be like these people that just decide it's okay for me to go on social media, especially in the United States of America, and exercise my freedom of speech, even when it means that I'm hating on someone or being racist towards a group of people or community. Let's watch these videos together. Remember, social media or the internet never forgets, and let's watch and we'll come back with more commentary.
I don't give two shits that families are being separated if somebody's getting deported. I actually find it hilarious. It gives me a great deal of comfort. I have no sympathy that your child might grow up without a father because he got sent back to Mexico or whatever. I mean, y'all are welcome to go with him. Don't forget that's an option. That's a choice that you're making, right? I don't have any sympathy for your little videos that you're making on social media with all the tears. I don't give a shit. I'm actually fucking laughing at you that you're sitting there crying for attention. Okay. I find you guys to be subhumans. All right. Now, while you're sitting there judging me because I don't care that families are going to be separated from each other, I'd invite you to recall that hundreds of J6ers were separated from their families for something that equates to little more than a trespassing charge. Where were you then? Okay, bye.
Huh, someone named Hot Take Melody and they have me blocked. I don't know who this person is. Why would they block me? It's almost as if they knew I was coming. As we do another round of writing checks you think Donald Trump is going to cash for you.
I don't give two shits that families are being separated.
Everybody, what was your favorite part of the video? My favorite part was when her finger fucking disappeared into the filter on her face. I mean, Jesus Christ, woman. It is January, and you seem to be putting in your bid for Piece of Shit of the Year, and I would think you have a good shot if it wasn't for the video I made just before this one, where a grown man chased down a child and punched him in the mouth for driving on his road. If you haven't seen that, it's because TikTok won't put it on the For You page, but do feel free to go check it out. In the meantime, Melody, it feels weird talking to an empty profile, and this blocking thing doesn't work for me, so there we go. I don't know why you blocked me if you were just going to go ahead and make your profile private anyway, and we both know you did that because you're a coward. Because you said what you said, and then you started getting heat for it, and you tuck tail and run. Like your 15 accounts you've had before this, and your many, many hot, shitty takes. You're a shit poster. And shit posters do that for attention, but for some reason, you seem to not enjoy it when you get it. And you're going to get a lot for this one. Because not only are you mocking people who just came here to try to make a better life for themselves and their families and are trying to be contributing members of society, not only do you mock them in their hardest time, you insult them further by comparing them to J6ers? The people who tried to overthrow our government, who violently assaulted members of law enforcement, who were trying to find elected officials so they could drag them out and hang them on the lawn. Fuck every J6er. Fuck everyone who supports them. You, and especially that orange fuck over in that light-colored house. But the real icing on the cake is when you made it clear you were talking about Mexicans and then referred to them as subhuman. Seemingly paint a picture that for you it's brown man bad. Me no like brown man. Me blame brown man for all me problems. Me send brown man away. And now, April, your fuck around is starting to I'm sorry. I don't know why I called you April just now. I mean, Melody. Your fuck around is starting to find out. And it seems well deserved. A little bit of an update. Everybody remembers old vanishing finger hot take Melody from yesterday, right?
I don't give two shits that families are being separated.
Every time I watch it, she just gets more and more charming. A lot of people had a problem with what Melody had to say. And not just like libs or Dems either. I saw people who identify as conservative who really didn't appreciate it. A lot of people asking things like, find her employer, etc. You may have noticed in my original video that I accidentally called her April instead of Melody. It's just because Melody is her bullshit online persona. Her name is April Martinson, and as you can see from her LinkedIn, it said that she works at Bidadoo Incorporated. She did work there. She no longer works there, and I think we should take a moment to appreciate the statement that her former employer issued. They said, at Bidadoo, we hold ourselves to the highest standards of professionalism. We understand that the personal views expressed that surfaced through an online alias of an individual's social media posts were deeply offensive. We can assure you that these personal views do not reflect the thoughts or values we strive to uphold as a company. We have taken decisive action. The incident has been reported to police and the FBI to monitor and deal with any potential risks or threats. The person involved has been contacted and is no longer with Bidadoo. Our team thanks you for understanding and for your continued support. First of all, kudos to this company for taking it seriously and taking action. Second of all, this comes back to the people who like to cry about First Amendment. But her First Amendment right, when you don't understand what that means, no one's violating her First Amendment rights. Her First Amendment rights say she can say what she wants and the government doesn't come and lock her up for it. That does not mean there are not consequences for her actions. And in this case, her words have an impact on her former employer as well. I was told through someone that is associated or works there that they had to have a police presence at their offices in Seattle today, that they're allowing employees to work from home because of the threats and the fear of retaliation from people. Also, this company reached out to me because apparently some people thought that she worked there and they wanted to make it very clear that she does not and has not ever worked for them. But more importantly, they wanted to state, even with that they're disgusted by what she had to say and they condemn it in the strictest possible sense. Now, obviously, retaliating against a business makes no sense, and violence begets violence. Like, never, even for her, no one should be trying to physically harm her. But her saying those things in the way she said them, in the climate we currently live in, I can't imagine she expected that to go well for herself. And based on the fact she's had multiple accounts and she is a known shit poster, this is like what she lives for. And it finally, her fuck around finally is finding out. And like I said, well deserved. So if I hear anything further, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, don't mess with her former employer. They did the right thing.
Because I don't care. Families are going to be separated from each other.
She was fired. Yep, she was fired by her job. They found out her racist remarks online against a group of people who have done absolutely nothing to her. Her employer found out about it and got rid of her. She made remarks about the January 6ers, you know, the people that broke into the Capitol. Personally, I take offense that you would even compare these criminals to our people in our community. These are criminals. Yeah, this was not just regular trespassing. They broke into the Capitol. They shot at police officers. And I'm offended that you would even think of comparing these people to our hardworking people in our community. Why would you even compare those criminals to these hardworking folks? These people have done nothing but to try to better themselves. These are not criminals. And your cult leader lied when he said he was sending home criminals. He's picking up people like this. People who are just making ends meet, who are working hard for this country, the country you call home. We're not the same. Those from January 6th that broke the law, were incarcerated, and later set free by their cult leader, yeah, those are criminals. Let's not get confused. As far as your employer, my deepest respect, because they don't want to have people like you representing them. You're hateful and racist, and there's no place here in America for people like you. I wish we had somewhere to send you. We would pack you up and send you immediately. Good luck in unemployment line, though. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, no, I earned that. I deserve it. But since I posted it last night, we do have an update. In case you need to be filled in on who this is Hot Take Melody, I think also known as April. And she said some of the most hateful shit I think I've ever heard. And though my video got taken down, I still stand by everything that I said. I cannot, in my mind, understand how somebody could be so filled with hatred for other people that it drives them to this. And to see somebody who's just so excited and joyful, almost like borderline aroused at the idea of families being separated, at the idea that children could be growing up without their, one or both of their parents. I'll never understand how somebody could, harbor that kind of hatred.
I don't have any sympathy for your little videos that you're making on social media with all the tears. I don't give a shit. I'm actually fucking laughing at you.
You know who else is laughing? Melody, April, whatever your name is. We are. Do you want to know why? Because it looks like your, now former employer thinks that you're a piece of shit too. And they put up this statement today. Pause to read. But the most important part of this statement is that the person involved has been contacted and is no longer with Bidadoo. You want to know how I feel about that?
I don't give a shit. I'm actually fucking laughing at you.
Same, girl. Same.
Dear Bidadoo employer, I am so grateful and thankful that you have standards. Thank you so much for getting rid of yet another subhuman. I know that it wasn't your fault, and I know that you didn't know that in your presence with all of you good people, there was an evil in your circles. And I am so thankful and grateful that you actually came to the forefront and said, nope, we are not aligned with this evil. And I just formally want to thank you first. Because although I know we all as Americans have a right to have an opinion, freedom of speech, to state, yes, I don't agree with people coming to this country without permission. Absolutely, have that thought, believe, whatever. But even people in the far, far left and in the far, far right and in the middle thought that this was way too far. So, April, tomorrow, you're gonna wake up and realize that you're jobless. And hopefully that doesn't snowball into you being homeless, hungry, having to seek help, shelter from the government. Hopefully not. Because if you do need that kind of help, I wonder who in the world would actually extend the help to you. So Bidadoo Incorporated, so grateful that you actually did what's right. Thank you so much, and we all should thank you, and we do.
Yeah guys, so this one felt that it was right for her to come on social media and express herself, because at the end of the day, she lives in a country that there is freedom of speech, and you can come online or you can just go out in the crowd and say whatever you want. But one thing she forgot is that there's always consequences on the things that you do or things that you say. And she took this stupid move to her social media account that is on her TikTok. And the saddest part is that she was talking about people that are actually having a very hard time in the United States of America. These are the migrants that are being deported, and she's happy that she doesn't care that families are going to be separated. She's happy that someone's dad is going to be deported back in their country because they don't have papers. She seems to really celebrate that, and it's quite sad because looking at her, she's not a young lady. Of course, she's a mom, and having to think that she has kids and she can actually wish on other people's kids being separated from their dad, or maybe she is a single mother, I don't know, because there's no way a mom who's seen her kids grew up with their dad around, the love and the affection that they get from their dad, wishing on other people's kids to be separated from their fathers just because they came to America looking for a better life and trying to work hard for themselves. So many of these people that are actually getting deported are not people that are actually criminals. Yes, there have been people that have actually committed crime, like the Venezuelans. When they came and took over, they were, you know, taking over people's apartment and raising properties and all that. But the big number of these people that actually don't have documents, these are people that actually really work hard for themselves. These are people that they don't eat someone's money. They don't take money that they've not worked for. Most people that are actually working in the farms in the United States of America are most of these people that don't have papers. And this is why most of these farmers were actually begging the president not to deport these illegal migrants that are in the States, because they are the ones that are helping in the farm. They're the ones that are helping with the produces that you get from the store. They're the ones that are helping with the groceries that you get. These are the same type of people that will come on social media crying that it's sad that you're walking to a store and you're not finding food. It's sad that you're walking in the store and there are no fruits, there are no tomatoes. And she forgets that there's a time that she wished for people to be deported back in their countries and they don't care. But you know, it's ever on and find out season for her or era for her, because now she's no longer working in the company that she was working for. They had to lay her off because of her racist comments, and the company said that they don't stand for that. That is not what the company stands for, and they do not support hate and racism, especially when it comes to one group of people, because we all know where or who that she was directing this to. It's quite sad that she sat there and decided to make this video, and she was like, yeah, this video is okay to post. I don't know what was going through her mind. Sometimes I get to wonder or want to know, or you know, have a chance to get to learn people's mind and get to see why some people have certain characters or why they do or say things as they do, because I don't understand how she just sat there with her big age and decided, you know, this is a nice video for me to post. This is a nice video for my TikTok channel to blow, or for my channel to blow. And now she's facing it, and it's sad that she has to start the year. I mean, it's January and she's not, you know, she's not working anymore because she got fired. And I don't know of any other company that will employ her with this character, with how viral she's gone. Of course, I know there are people that will not care. There are people that will actually pull strings for her to get work and all that. But you know, people will not look at her the same way that they used to. Her friends, her family, and people that didn't used to know her real character, because there is always that character that she would portray out there to people. And now people have finally got to really know who she is. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Remember, when you're coming on social media, creating content, saying the things that you want to say, you have to be very careful on what you say on social media. You have to be very careful on what you're posting, because people are watching. And you know what? Social media never forgets. Internet never forgets. These are videos that even your kids, your grandchildren will come to see, and they'll be surprised. Oh, is this how grandma or grandpa was? Is this how my auntie is? So it might be a bit hard for her to get work or job or somewhere to be employed once again. But I know there are people who actually pull strings for her. At the end of the day, she's lucky because she's privileged. You all know why I'm saying that. So always remember, if you're watching this video and you think that because you're living in a country that has freedom of speech, remember that you cannot always come online and air your thoughts or your opinions just the way you want, especially when you are attacking a certain group of people or a certain group of community. There's no way to wish bad on anyone, and to make it worse, you actually insult them, calling them criminals when you don't even have evidence for them to be, for you to know or have the right to call them criminals. She's actually getting what she deserves, and I hope this will be a lesson to her, and not only her, to so many others, because you saw the last woman who actually went on ahead and decided to mimic Elon's salute. Now she's no longer working, and I don't know, now they're sitting back at their houses, what's going through in their minds. It's crazy to just get to think about all these and why they just sit down and do such things. I don't get to understand it, guys, but yeah, that's what happened to her. Now she's no longer working in her company. She's lost her job, and it's sad, her losing her job in the beginning of the year. It seems like this is actually not her year. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next episode.